Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker and welcome back to this channel about magic! Today we're going to be taking a look at some more magicians performing magic on Reddit and maybe TikTok. What's that? Oh yes, that's right, this is a new shirt, thank you for noticing. It says, Discover, so that's nice. Right, so magic. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got on the Reddit. By the way, you too can submit your performances of magic to the Jason Parker Magic subreddit if you would like. Okay, the first one we have is from George Rudd 17, the cleanest, most fooling coin vanish out there. Let us take a look.
This is the best coin trick the magicians know. I'm not wearing a watch, I've got short sleeves on, and I'm only going to use one hand. Watch the coin very carefully. All it takes is a little squeeze like this and it vanishes completely. Alright, all it takes to bring it back though is a little blow. Just like that. And the coin comes back.
Wow, that is so nice. I was actually working recently on a different effect that was put up by Shin Lim and Alan Simonov, which I believe was inspired by this older effect performed by George here. Yeah, that does look just so visual. Very astonishing, hard to understand how it's possible. And I've got to say, executed very smoothly and flawlessly by George, so nice job. And next, magic. Now we've got one by Patrick Gregor, or is it Gregore? Or Gregor. Anyways, Patrick, I apologize. Hopefully one of those was correct. And the first thing I've got to say is, wow, check out those background colors. I mean, beautiful. How could they be improved? They couldn't. And let's see, he's got a very convincing optical illusion. Here we go.
Check out this really cool optical illusion. I cut up a box of cards. You don't need the flap, you don't need the back and sides. All you need is just the front panel.
Is love.
That's it. Now, it has to be seen from the front and it has to be seen from above. So if you hold like this, it kind of looks like I'm holding a box of cards. Now, if you really want to take this further, all you have to do is take that panel of the card box and turn it over. And it tricks your brain into seeing a 3D box. In fact, the illusion is so convincing, I can seem to open the box, take the cards out of the box.
Quite convincing.
And that is a very convincing illusion.
I'm convinced. Are you? Anyways, that was very cool. In terms of how it worked, I'd have to say that he's got a lot of nice colors in his video. He's got the blue, he's got the purplish pink, and he's got some darker colors in there as well. And all of these things certainly don't hurt with his magic. But I really liked how he had the deck, you know, torn apart into different pieces all over the table. He's just kind of showing them fairly. Excuse me. Fairly? My voice is a little bit destroyed. I was at a wedding yesterday all day. Congratulations, Andrew and Marina. Oh right, we were talking about magic. But yeah, my speculation is he's doing some kind of mysterious dark arts. I didn't see anything. He performed it flawlessly. That's just the only way I could imagine him doing it. And next, magic. We're taking a look at something from Kimari. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Titled, Something Old Yet New. And wow, he's got blue in his background as well. This looks like it will be dynamic. Proceeding.
Alright guys, check it out, a classic with a ball, a vase, and a magic stick. Watch the stick.
Wow,
gone.
That was
it's
smooth.
Actually really gone. I keep a spare. I actually keep it inside of the vase. That way there's no way for me to actually lose it.
Fantastic.
Now check this out. I'll put the lid back on there. I've got a wave over under the ball and it disappears and reappears back into its home. Now that's a pretty damn good trick, but what's even better is if I take the stick, I pass it through the hand, then I tap the vase and sure enough, it's back. Now if you like that, you're going to love that the ball goes straight through the vase like it goes through a castle wall, and yet of course if I take the ball and we get it out of the game, all I've got to do is spin and tap and the ball is back. And if that's not impressive, I think this is the orange that I keep inside of the lid. Like and share.
Does this count as liking and sharing? I'm going to like this video right now because that was amazing. Oh look, I'm moving it from 44 to 45, which means absolutely nothing. Anyways, wow. Kimori. Very nice performance. This guy is clearly experienced. So smooth from one magic effect right to the other. As soon as he does one thing, he's preparing for the next thing. What can I say? In particular, my favorite part of that was when he said, oh, I've got a spare, and he pulled the wand out from inside of the wooden thing, I believe is what they call it. It's kind of like he took a lot of things from the cups and balls routine and merged it into this vase routine. I mean, that was perfect, 10 out of 10. I don't feel particularly fooled, but I do feel humbled at his amazing, how fluid he is, his skill. It's really great. I bow down to his amazing proficiency and entertainment ability. That's definitely one of my favorites. And what did people say? Wow, so do I sue you or this restaurant for my mind being blown all over this table? Awesome routine. Thanks, ha ha ha, and Sue Jason Parker, lol. First off, who is Sue Jason Parker? I don't know this woman. Second off, lol indeed. What else? This is the only time I've ever really, though, this is a worker's trick. Great job. I'm confused. 2 more comments. I remember this being one of the first tricks I've learned because I suck at performing. I always thought it was no good, too easy to follow, but this is a great performance, and man, I got a great feeling upon rewatch where I was looking for all the ways it is done. Loved every second of it. Yes, in fact, that's what I was thinking. I kind of felt like you could just rewatch this performance and it would be a magic lecture. You could learn from every one of his movements. If you can practice and try to do the same yourself, you would elevate your art. So I learned a new easy way to say Vas. What did he say?
A ball, a vase, and a magic stick.
A vase. A vase and a magic stick. I learned a new way to say magic wand. Next, magic. This one is from Max S. Schutzer. Something I've been practicing recently. Wow, nice. I think those are David Blaine's cards. I was collecting cards for a long time, and I'm pretty sure I've got those. Those are like the Lions Series A or B, can't quite remember. Anyway, that was a super slick color change. I loved that. And nice fanning is all I will say. How this deck suddenly became blank. Let's see that one more time. That was so fast. Okay, we see all the cards there. Yeah, and here comes the magic. Boom. And a little bit more magic. Very nice. And actually, here's one more from the same user, Max S. Schutzer, or Schliatzer. No, probably not the first one. And this one's called Morph by Patrick Kuhn, who you guys have seen I reacted to when he was on AGT recently in the auditions round, and he's moving on. So we're gonna see Patrick Kuhn again later this season. And the rest of the title is Morph by Patrick Kuhn. I used the socks to add a little misdirection. Yes, those are some nice socks. Let's take a look. It's got some Jerry's Nuggets there. Okay. Oh wow, that was cool. And I like that fade to black with a slim sliver of remaining video there here. That's kind of a nice artistic choice. I don't know if that was Max's choice or if that's just a glitch on Reddit. Either way, I love it. No, okay, so about the magic, that was really nice. I really liked how you see the king and it kind of just, well, that's the title of it. It kind of morphs. It's, kind of gets sucked in and suddenly you see the aces. I generally have a concept already for how those aces got there, but I really like that visual. That was such a cool concept, the morphing. That's the first time I've seen that one. Thank you, Max S. Schietzler. By the way, thank you all for your submissions here on the Jason Parker Magic subreddit. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you. This one is by Ray Carlo 05. Card to coin to card. Wow, nice. Boom. Oh, that looks so cool. Alright, that was fast and amazing. Generally, I do have an idea how he accomplished that, but I feel like that's a thing that I can currently not perform myself. I would need to practice a lot to be that good. And also, it's just like a creative combination of sleight of hand moves from one to another back and forth. It's very impressive. Ray Carlo 05. Oh wow, that was really nice. He's doing some very angle-sensitive, difficult stuff. I think one of them was even a snap change. Let me take a look again. Yeah, like right there. Boom. Anyways, I can see why his video has 19 upvotes. Oh, excuse me. Did I say 19? I meant 20. Yeah, I've got to say, I love that. It's a great concept and well performed. It's not an easy thing. Next magician is Nath Kamal, and this one is called Blink. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Got a coin, nothing else. Wow. You know what? I mean, that kind of looked too good to be true. Let me just check that again here. Let me see where it disappears exactly. I'm not gonna blink this time. I'm sorry, but, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say that's probably video editing. It looks a little too impossible because it's not like it disappeared behind the meat of his hand. It disappeared between his fingers like this. Unless his friend has got like a string tied to it behind the scenes and was waiting and just yanked it off like down this direction through his hand and his wrist. That's the only way I can imagine that working if it's not video editing. Proceeding right along to the next one. This is by Magic for Mama with 2 fingers at Juan.colas. I don't know why it's at Juan.colas. Maybe, is that the magician here? Or is that the guy who created the concept? Anyways, let's take a look. With 2 fingers. Okay. Trying not to blink. Nice. The Boy Scout vanish. Very smoothly executed. That's just looks so beautiful. That kind of reminds me of a move that Eric Chin was using quite a lot when he was on America's Got Talent. I'm assuming that's the same mechanics for the vanish, but I really like how he did it just so perfectly, so smoothly, you know? It looks like he's erasing it from reality. I don't know what my hands are doing now. I'm trying to emote some gestures or thoughts here. But amazing job, Magic for Mama, if that is your real name. Any comments here? Okay, we've got one comment that says, hey. Another one says, oh, that is good. I saw this same effect done in the Bahamas at a straw market. Which begs the question, do they really have markets for straw? And if he was visiting the Bahamas, why was he buying straw? Oh, and in fact, there's one more performance by the same user posted shortly after called Open Fingers. So we had the 2 fingers variant. Now we've got this one. Check out these open fingers. Okay, same kind of position, but with 1 finger there, and these ones are open. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Now, if I were to give a little speculation and a little code talk, I would say not unlike the previous magician, this guy here, Magic for Mama, was using something a little evil, a little sinister, some of the dark arts. I could be wrong, but I suspect that because of the way he tossed the coin at the end, and because of how the coin vanished, you know, between his fingers. How can I say this without spoilers? I wasn't expecting that to happen, so it was kind of like a plot twist. It just catches you off guard, and you would think with his fingers there would be some kind of movement, but it's so beautiful how he holds it there with 1 finger and it disappears. Anyways, I hope that code talk with enough of my words kind of jumbled around was clear enough for magicians, but not too clear. Anyways, very cool. Again, much respect. What's the Respect sign. Much respect to you for your ability to perform that so well. I do feel like this is expert sleight of hand. And I think we've got one last magician. Let's take a look over here. This one is posted by King of Hearts 69, and it's called Some Magic. Nothing fooling, but hopefully entertaining. Oh, I've got that one. Gregory Wilson. I've got that one too. Wow. I've seen that done with a coin before, but not with a card. That's cool. Okay, some kind of, well, nice. So clean. Got some flash cotton here. Wow, so good. I've got to say, with his snap changes and the appearance of the pin, he's certainly a practiced and skilled magician because it happens so, boom, so fast, you know? It's easy to flash on the snap change, and he was just doing it perfectly. I thought it was funny too that he was holding flash cotton instead of flash paper, because in my experience the flash cotton just burns faster and I would be more nervous about, you know, incinerating my fingers. Yeah, that first thing he started off with the deck there spinning on top of his fingers, even though it requires something a little special, shall we say, even when you have that, it's still really difficult. Like, I was trying to do that for so long to get it spinning there that my finger was actually bleeding afterwards. I did it for like 30 minutes. Maybe I didn't balance mine correctly, or maybe my fingers are messed up, or maybe I'm messed up. But anyway, I applaud your skill level there. Very nice and very entertaining. Thank all of you for your submissions onto the Jason Parker Magic subreddit. And now it's time for... Oh, I can hear so much better. Now it's time for an AESOP'S Fable. Hopefully we'll learn something cool, something useful, something with a random story selected. This one is really short. Chapter 16, The Moon and Her Mother. And there we have a really nice graphic of what's gonna happen. Let's do it. The Moon and Her Mother. The moon once begged her mother to make her a gown. "How can I?" replied she. "There's no fitting your figure. At one time you're a new moon, and at another you're a full moon. In between whiles, you're neither one nor the other." Slightly disappointing story. By the way, have any of you ever heard of the moon having a mother? This is a first for me, and that's not exactly how I pictured her looking. Okay, I'm gonna reach really hard to try to grasp at something. So the moon is changing so much. The moon is changing her mind. She hasn't committed to any one thing. And because she hasn't been willing to make a decision and just stick with it, the moon hasn't been able to progress forward in her life and have that new gown made by her mother. How about that? Sometimes indecision can leave us stuck somewhere. Like if you're trying to make a YouTube channel, for example, and you can't decide on the name of the channel, so you're just stuck there and you're not moving forward. Or you're trying to pick up a new skill, but you have too many different interests, so you're trying to read some of this book, you're trying to practice guitar over here, you're also trying to learn magic or video editing, and you spread yourself too thin. You know, sometimes you're a full moon, sometimes you're half, sometimes you're waning. But if you just pick one and make that your top priority, maybe your mom could make you a nice gown. I'm just saying. At any rate, that takes care of that fable. And I feel like maybe I did an amazing job interpreting that when I had very little to work with. What do you think? Smash like! And subscribe. Notification bell set to all, where you just, you change it so it's all instead of sometimes, if you want. Okay guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being here. Let me know what you thought about this video. I'm always receptive to feedback or any other types of videos you think I should make. I was once again contemplating the idea of making a video telling the story of how I, from Texas, ended up over here in Ukraine, and how I switched from being a software developer to being a video YouTuber person, and how I acquired this amazing new brown shirt. The ultimate tale. Hope you're having a great week, an excellent last 8.5 minutes. I hope your tomorrow is even better than right now, and I'll see you in the next video.